Good morning, a beautiful day, and I want to share with you the size of a tree. And I tell you, when you are sitting in front of a tree, and a tree could be any tree, it could be a jamun tree, it could be a mango tree, it could be a oak tree, but a tree is a tree. When you look at that tree, we should respect that tree. But tree is not talking to us. And that is the beauty. The science has already investigated that the trees, all trees in the world have energy. And they are talking, but they cannot describe you. If you take what you call a saw in front of them and you try to cut the branch of it, they will feel it. And they will tell their friends. And now they have got what we call an electrocardiogram. And you can see the tree vibrating and pulsating. And the science has proven this now. And we are a part of this tree, and we have to get to know the tree, because that's where we are getting our oxygen. Because all our cells of the body, they're getting oxygen from this tree. And that tree is giving us oxygen, every cell of our body. And that cell, we have 100 trillion cells. And each cell has 100 trillion atoms, and they break into electron, proton, and neutrons. And I tell you, that tree is our life. That tree, our existence. That tree, our meditation. But we have run away from that. And that tree is calling us, because you can't cut their branches. But when the tree wake up in the morning, the sun leaves, they go up. They're going toward the sun. And all the leaves are getting the sun. And that gives, the existence has given 1% of consciousness to human beings. That's what you see outside on the sun. That's what you see in the leaves of the tree. And the branches, which are bigger branches there all around, they are actually a part of the subconscious mind, where it's not getting the sun. And it's giving you a little bit subconscious mind, where you are learning through your intellectual mind, all that stuff, conditioning, and that is giving you 1% of consciousness. And when you really go to the root of this tree, where the root is there, and half of the tree is gone down into the roots, and that you can't see it. And that is called the unconscious mind. And we all have that. But the tree is not telling you. You all have that. You are totally conditioned by the intellectual mind. And the science has now done a total research on even human beings as well as on the trees, because we are talking. And that intellectual mind is only a mind phenomenon. But it's only given a 1% of consciousness. 99% we are totally what we call a mind phenomena. We don't have we have unconsciousness. And that is sitting inside. And that's why you become a watcher. And when you become a watcher in front of a tree, and you're watching the tree and you're not talking, because all the language are created by human beings. The tree has no language, only a vibration, only energy. And what you do, you look with your eyes and look all the branches of the tree and look at all the leaves of the tree, and then you become a watcher. And as you're looking from the eyes, and you're not talking from the mouth, any language, and you're listening to the tree, the vibration, the energies, all the wind is coming, you can feel it. That's a vibration. You can feel it. And that is coming to you. And then you can't feel that tree from your mouth itself. It's only possible unless you really become hungry and you are picking up a fruit from a tree. The flower and the tree, the fruit has come, and you want to pick up a flower. But again, you are only communicating outside part of the tree. The inside part of the tree, which is below the roots, which is below the where the tree joined together with the land, the root is there. That's your belly button is. That's how you came from the mom. And we only have 99% unconsciousness, and that's what's sitting inside the tree down there. And you have to become totally conscious to the tree. And the only way you can become conscious of the tree is by becoming the watcher. And you become a watcher. Now, you have heard about consciousness and unconsciousness. Now, consciousness, which I'm telling you, only 1%, and then maybe 2, 3, or 4%, what subconscious you can say, rest all is unconscious. And Sigmund Freud, the guy who was an Australian psychologist, psychiatrist, he understood, but he was totally playing with the intellectual mind. He had no idea where he was going. But he was a great soul. And then came the Carol Jung, another doctor, the good doctor, Jung. And that doctor was from Swiss. He was a Swiss psychologist, psychiatrist. And he is talking about, again, the deceased people, not the health people, deceased people, because the disease at the periphery. And that's what he's doing. But he did mention, called the collective unconsciousness. That means we all are connected together, but it is totally unconsciousness. And that's what he's talking about, unconsciousness. When you talk about Eastern philosophy, which people have learned, which Osho has learned, my father learned it, the total consciousness. And they become totally conscious to themselves. And they become conscious to all the existence. And that consciousness we are talking about, which is the unconsciousness, which is sitting under the tree, which Sigmund Freud never talked about that. And that's the real medicine. That's the real being yourself. Because once you totally become conscious of that unconsciousness, you become totally conscious. And when you become totally conscious with the trees, with the existence, and that's what a life is. And that's why when you see me smiling, and that's why life is smiling. And that every tree is smiling. It's very unfortunate that we are dealing only with the intellectual part. Now, let me go back to the unconsciousness, because that unconsciousness is close to 90%. And when you become conscious of that 90%, by watcher, do not react. All the clouds, they are giving you all the thoughts, the ego, the pride. Just watch it. Do not react to it. All the anger is coming from you, what you call intellectual mind. It is not coming from your, what you call from the unconsciousness. It is actually unconsciousness because you are not conscious, and that's what is coming from. And that is a part of, you can say, a part of the unconsciousness. And that's all the ego, the pride, the lust, the anger is all coming from the unconsciousness. But if you become conscious and conscious, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100% to the tree, and you become totally conscious, you know the roots, and you know the whole tree, you become totally conscious, you become a tree. You are a walking tree. But unfortunately, we have learned this language in which we are communicating. But if you really totally become not talking, not listening, just keep your eyes open, close your ears, close your mouth, and watch it. Just become a watcher. Do not react to that tree. Do not react to that tree. Do not pay any attention to that positive and negative. You take everything positive because you become conscious and conscious. And that's what happened to Osho. Now, my father was the same way. In 1941, he has to go to a special school before he get married, that he is fit enough to get married, to live in this world. And he learned that life is given to us free of charge. And it never should be corrupted. And the mind is a heap of impression, the ideas and thoughts, and the body is a heap of food. And he's talking about totally unconscious mind. And that's what I'm talking to you below the tree. So you become a tree and you look in front of a tree. And that's what he learned in 1 week. And that's what we are going to teach you at this farm. That farm which is located now in Sarasota, 6871 Bee Ridge Road. And please come there. You can even call that. That is 941-914-2719. Or you can email us, call the Rejuvenex Family Farm at gmail.com. And when you come here and you can call, we will teach you. Then in 1 week, you become totally conscious to yourself. You will let go of your unconditional mind. When you let go of the what you call conditioned mind, you become totally unconditional to yourself. And not only that, we will give you a book when you come here. And that book is called The Cancer Cure Yourself Through Unconditional Consciousness. And that's what we want all of you to become totally unconditional. So you can become total science to yourself. You become life to yourself. And you become totally yourself and being yourself. And once you feel a being yourself, and that is life. And that is a total meditation. And we will teach you free of charge, no obligation. And you get this book and read it book thoroughly. And you always work with your doctor and a family practitioner or the health science or the health person who's taking care of you. But I want to tell you, please get this book, Total Unconditional Consciousness, so you can heal yourself, all the cancer of yourself and your mind. And I wish you all a happy day. God bless. Namaste. Amen.